All right, guys, so make sure you open up this Wednesday math, and we are going to go ahead and get started. Like usual, you will split your screen and follow along with me as I do the page. So open up this Wednesday math page with Cami, and let's get started. Okay, today's model says, make a reasonable estimate and solve using the estimates. We have 1 2/3 minus 3/8. Label and shade each fraction on the number line so you can see. First with the green, they shaded 1 2/3. Then with the yellow, they shaded 3/8. They looked and they saw, is 1 2/3 close to the number 2? It is pretty close. And they saw that this 3/8 was pretty close to the middle point right here, this half point. So they said, okay, 3/8 is pretty close to 1/2. Then they subtracted 2 minus 1/2 to find the reasonable estimate of 1.5. Now they used the number line strategy, which we will practice today, but yesterday and this morning in class, we talked about the picture strategy. So we'll be doing both, and feel free on the problems that you do on your own to choose either this number line strategy or the picture strategy. So number 1, let's do this together. We have 1 4/5 minus 4/6. So we're going to first start by numbering our number line, these spaces. So I'm going to number them. Whoa, that's a little bit too chunky. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I got to a whole number, so I have to start over from 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I need to shade 1 and 4 out of 5, so I'm going to shade in 1, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. This point on the number line shows me 1 4/5. Now I'm going to number the bottom number line. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I need to shade in 4/6. So I'm going to shade in 4 out of the 6. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, if we're looking at this number line for the top one, the blue one, you can see we are so close to the end. We are so close to 2. So 1 4/5 is really close to 2. And 4/6, this bottom one, we're not quite to the end. If we look and we split this guy in half, we're really, really close to the half point. So we're going to say that 4/6, which, excuse me, I forgot to write the fraction right here. We're going to say 4/6 is pretty close to 1/2. 2 minus 1/2 would be 1.5. Now, if you're not really into the number line strategy, that's okay. I'm going to show you how to do it with the picture strategy also. So I'm going to take my 1 4/5, and since my denominator is 5, I'm going to draw 5 circles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, minus 1.5. My denominator is 2, so I'm going to draw 2 circles. If I'm looking at this fraction, 1 4/5, 4 out of the 5 circles will be shaded in. So here's 1, 2, 3, 4. And 1 1/2. 1 out of the 2 circles will be shaded. All right. Let's see. Oh, I am so sorry, you guys. I made a mistake. I was looking right up here. Eek. We have 1 4/5, and I should have taken this 4/6. So make sure you erase that. So sorry about that. 4/6. I'm going to draw 6 circles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and shade in 4 because that's my numerator. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, now if I'm looking here, I can see, okay, pretty much all of the circles are shaded in, almost all of it. So really 4/5 is close to 1 whole. Since we have a 1 whole right here, and we're saying this is about a whole, we have 1 plus 1, and that's actually 2. We're looking at this 4, 6. Okay, not quite all of them are shaded in. It's pretty close to half of them. So I'm going to write 1/2. 2 minus 1/2 is 1.5. So either way, whether we did the number line strategy or the picture strategy, both gave us an estimate of about 1.5. Let's do another. 7/8 minus 6/10. So we're going to start by numbering the number line. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And we're shading in 7 out of the 8. So here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And that shows us 7/8. Now we're going to do the same thing, but for the bottom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And we're going to shade in 6 out of the 10. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6/10. Alrighty. If I'm looking at my top number line, this would be the half point if I were to just cut the whole thing in half. Okay, my fraction is way closer to 1 whole than it is to 1/2. It's way closer to this end than it is to the half. So 7/8 is really about 1 whole. So over here, I'm going to go 7/8 is pretty close to 1 whole. Now, if I were to cut this bottom one in half, I'd do it right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right here down the middle. 6/10 is pretty close to this half mark. It's not close to the end. So it's not close to 1 whole, but it is close to 1/2. So we're going to say that 6 out of 10 is about the same as 1/2. So really in this problem, I'm doing 1 minus 1/2. Now, if you have a hard time doing this in your head, you could imagine a circle. Here's my 1 whole. If I were to split this into 2 pieces, and I would take off 1 piece, I would still have 1 out of 2 left. So 1 minus 1/2 is 1/2. Let's do the picture strategy. So here's 7/8. I'm going to draw 8 circles because you always draw the same amount as the denominator. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And since it's 7 as the numerator, I have 7 over 8. I'm going to shade in 7 circles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, now minus, we're taking our 6/10. 6 over 10. Since 10 is the denominator, I'm going to draw 10 circles. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And I'm going to shade in 6 circles because 6 is the numerator. That tells me how many to shade in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. If we're looking here at the 7/8, I can see almost every single circle is shaded in. And if almost all of them are shaded in, we're going to say that's actually pretty close to 1. Now, if we're looking over here at the other one, 6 out of 10, it's not very close to 1 whole. This is actually a lot closer to 1/2. So we're going to say that this is 1/2. 1 minus 1/2 equals 1/2. So our estimate for either choice of strategies was 1/2. So on the next page, you are going to try to do numbers 1 through 4 on your own. Now, you may use either strategy. So you may use the number line, or you may use the picture strategy. You do not have to do both. But just make sure no matter what, you show your work on here so I can see your thinking, okay? So, like I said, number line or picture strategy. Go back and look at our examples if you need some help. And I know that you have got this. So, good luck. Make sure you turn this in when you're finished. And I can't wait to see how great you do. See you later.